Two of Swords. Okay, for those that don't know, welcome. I'm Love, second meaning 2, spiritual mentor and teacher, okay? Clarified by the Ten of Wands, Tower, Knight of Cups. I read a little bit differently, okay? I honor what the cards mean, but I go by a lot what Spirit speaks to me energetically, you know, through my clairs, and, you know, so on and so forth. So with that being said, we have a message here from Spirit where they are trying to have you understand that you're carrying a lot of things on your plate right now. There's a lot of things circling through your head that's really taking up space. But that's coming to an end. You know how, like, you see the Ten of Wands, the gentleman's walking home. He's gonna lay this burden down. He's gonna lay his burden down. It's over. It's done with. He's done his labor for the day. He's collected what he needed to collect. And so with that being said, this period of where you are indecisive or unable to make a decision or not wanting to make a decision, okay, this is what's going to happen, which is the Tower. That's what Spirit's telling me. Like, I don't want to say that they're going to, it's never with ill intentions, it's always with love. Okay, so it's almost like forcing you to put things in perspective in order for things to restart, begin, build itself up from the ground. Like, what wasn't working before, it had to close. It had to stop. We have to break everything down and start from the beginning. Okay, but you're starting from the beginning with a new perspective, with a new outlook, with a new insight of what it is that you want. This has to do a lot with yourself. Like, what it is that you want for yourself, where you see your life, where you see the shift of life taking you. Like, where's your alignment and focus being turned to? Okay, because you're letting go. This is what you're letting go of: the burdens, the stress, the worry, the overwork, the exhaustion. Like, I'm hearing from Spirit, thank you, Spirit, that you're coming to a space where it's just like, I want to do what I want to do, feel good about what I'm doing, and not feel burnt out. Whether that is a career, a relationship, a friendship, relationship with family, or and so on. Okay, that you just want to be able to live happily in that peace, which is, you know, many people's goals, of course, right? So with that being said, they're like, we have to do this. Like, you've tried, but for the collective that I'm speaking to, the biggest thing is the fear. The biggest thing is afraid to make the choice, to really see things for what they are and accept them, is what I'm hearing from Spirit. And because you are unable to do that, which is fine, right? Which is fine. Of course, the lesson is for us to learn how to do that ourselves. But this is where the Tower is happening in your life. Okay, Major Arcana, pivotal moment in your journey, pivotal moment in your life. Okay. And for those that don't know, if you see my skin right here, I do have shorts on. So I'm just letting you know. But, and then what's beginning is the Knight of Cups. Okay. This is you being able to jump on your horse, saddle it up. Like, you know what? I could breathe. Like, they're making me feel this, like, you can breathe feeling. Okay. Where you actually start building towards yourself, pouring into yourself, going after the things that you love. Baby steps, okay, small things that you're heading towards and leaning into. In terms of love, this is for a small collective, because Spirit just kind of like shot it at me. They're like, yes, somebody's coming in with an offer of love, wanting to give you a cup, wanting to offer a date, or just their feelings to you, and just express how they've been feeling. And this is somebody that you're not aware truly and deeply how much they feel for you. Okay, with that happening, this is what's going to give you that sense of happiness, because this is what the awakening is bringing you. Okay, it's that awakening. It's where people see the judgment in many different ways. Okay, but in this reading, Spirit's like, this is an awakening, a spiritual awakening, where you are, they keep saying recalibrating, like recalibrating, restarting, recalibrating yourself, though. This is about you recalibrating yourself, restarting yourself. It's like you're stepping into a new shell of being, if that makes sense. You know, things that you have been through, gone through, lessons you've learned, wisdom you've gained, it's going to lead you into having no other choice but to see the world. Like you jumped, in a way, a timeline. Okay, because the same things you saw before, maybe as petty, you could care less. As aggravating, frustrating, or that you felt like were worth your energy, like you're not even worried about those things anymore. You're like, no, I'm focused on me. I'm focused on pouring into me and on loving me and getting the things that I deserve, that I want. I want to feel fulfilled and happy within myself. Okay. And for the collective that I'm speaking to, no matter who you believe, God, Allah, Buddha, this is a no judgment zone. Okay. This is you getting that realization, getting that awakening, standing up and getting like rebirthed. The original Vito Tarot, the people on this are without clothing. I don't know if I can say it on here. So without clothing. And it's symbolizing, like, again, this rebirth of self. Kind of like, Spirit's showing me when people get baptized in church, how like you get dipped into the water and then get anointed. They're showing me that could be a specific message for those that believe in church and want to go or have questions should they get baptized. That might be why that's coming through. But this is about, again, like a rebirth, a I want to say they're saying like a inventing of self, which, listen, 10 toes down, I'm here for it. Okay, I'm here for it, because sometimes that's what you have to do. Sometimes, I don't care what your age, I don't care if you're in your 30s, your 20s, your 40s, your 50s, your 60s, your 70s, you can rebrand yourself at any given time. Okay, your journey is not to be compared to the 22-year-old who became a millionaire. That wasn't your walk. That wasn't part of your journey. You lived in a different generation, in a different era. Your journey is not to be compared with the individual who is 43, 44, 40 and has their whole life together. That is not your story. That is not your journey. Okay, so do not compare yourself to everybody else.